Dun, dun. uh, good evening. That's the first time I got it right. Good evening and welcome to another edition of the We Will Figure This Out Later. We will figure this shit out later podcast. It is I, Darian, your host, accompanied here with me, my co-host. I don't normally have some good things to say, but I can't think of anything that I hadn't already said about you. Unique is here, and as you can see, we have a special guest, my best friend, Steven, a big podcast supporter, and we have a little bit of a special edition podcast. But before we get to the shits, I know we hadn't ever spoken about this show on the podcast before, I don't think, but the season finale of Snowfall was Wednesday. Steven, just give us a few moments, we'll get to
No, you
the topics. Unique, you watched it?
Yes, I did.
Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, it's Saturday. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Steve, do you even watch Snowfall?
No.
I sure don't.
You need to start supporting Black shows, right?
Black people in it, Steven doesn't support it.
Hey, listen, we're getting there. All
I need to see more of that from you, okay?
We're coming around.
What was your take on the season finale of Snowfall? What did you think?
Honestly, I'm shocked with the dad and Mr. Reed.
They getting that nigga the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They get him the fuck out of here. Get that rat ass motherfucker out of here.
That's blowing. But then how they de-escalated a lot of the situations. That amazed me. How they made them, I guess, important in those times. What was it? Louis and his mom. Yeah. At the standoff and then in the hospital with Crazy Boy.
Sorry, I muted myself. It was a loogie.
Wow.
You're talking about Scully.
Mad child.
Yeah.
It was either everyone in the world hear me hawk this fat ass loogie up, or I mute myself so no one had to hear it. Got him the fuck out of here too, didn't they? That's the worst Jerry curl in the universe. I want y'all to know. That is unarguably the worst Jerry curl ever.
What are you talking about?
Jerome's.
I mean, they got better, like you said, throughout the seasons. You can't really knock them for trying.
It looks better now, but it's still clearly not his real hair. I like how I like this Franklin. I think this Franklin next season, I think he got his shit. I think he got his swag back. I think he got his shit back. The way
when he left the cane and walked out.
Just fine.
How long you been faking this? How long?
It was the hay mail for me. I was like, oh.
He about to off this bitch.
I killed that bitch in a church. I was ready for it. I was like, yeah, get that bitch the fuck out of here, old rat asshole. It was good. It's good. It's the best show. Steven, you should watch
it sounds like it.
It's phenomenal. It's fucking amazing. You should watch it. He's not going to, but he should. Everyone viewing this should watch it, but
hey,
I done told like 90 people about Snowfall, and I don't think a soul has started except for you.
The only problem
until you told me another profile.
The only problem with starting shows is that, whenever you really like a show and you want to start a new one, if it doesn't, you feel like it won't reach the expectations of what you already just watched.
No,
so I'd rather just rewatch the show I just watched.
This might be the best TV show ever made.
That's what I do, at least. I don't know about y'all.
I think you would like it. I mean, you may not be able to relate for obvious reasons, but I think it'll be a good show.
Yeah, I didn't told all my white friends, like, yo, watch, and they're like, what is it about? And I was like, oh, well, probably won't believe it, but
Because give
It's
it a shot.
phenomenal.
Steve. How
It's
about that?
phenomenal.
If you got Hulu.
Phenomenal. He does, and he works a job where he's able to sit. He can watch a season in a night.
Hey, don't put that on blast like that. As far as everyone else is concerned, I'm busy. I'm busy at all times of the night.
No, he's
All
not.
right.
I mean, oh yeah, allegedly. Also, would like to say rest in peace, Shock G of Digital Underground. Another RIP, another legend lost. He put the satin on your panties, is all I know. He told me that, and I get around. So we're gonna throw the RIP to him.
I can't deal with it right now.
Hey, look,
He's like,
I ain't
news to me.
smiling because the
That
man died.
face
I'm
was like,
smiling because I don't
news to
know.
me.
You know.
Everyone, you don't know I get around by Tupac.
Hey, look, listen. All right,
Look,
we'll just go with no. All right.
I hate that he tries to argue hip hop with me sometimes. Though, like we be getting into full on disputes over hip hop, and he don't even know I get around with Tupac. I ain't arguing with you over
I mean,
hip
I
hop.
might. Names are a tricky part. I might know the song, I just don't know the name
It's
of
phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
it. I mean, I never heard of it before. You know.
What? Okay.
What color is my bedspread? You need?
White.
Okay, let me be honest here for a second. Me and Steven are in the same house. I'm in my bedroom recording off my computer, and Steven's in my living room. So I like how he really squinted at it like he wasn't in here like 5 minutes ago before we started recording.
Well, I didn't pay attention to the color of your bed. You know, you asked. I'm like, I'm imagining I'm gonna get the question too, so I want to try and see if I can get it right. And I'm gonna say white and blue.
Oh shit! Yeah, Steven's colorblind. I forgot. I forget you colorblind sometimes.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I expect the question at all
You're
hours.
like, dude, look at that great brown truck, and I'm like, the what? Yeah, the one that just drove by.
Mhm.
That was red as fuck. That
Yeah,
was
like
brown to me.
Like my kid. I'll hold up the book that I'm reading to my kid, and she'll say green. I'm like, okay, that's cool. You know, I guess. You know, we'll go ahead and go with that.
That's funny.
No.
He's like, I'm a believer.
Yeah, you know the choice. He don't fucking know.
I
Hey,
understand.
listen, whatever you tell me, that's what we'll go with.
I'm gonna
I
start
ain't gonna
fucking
tell
with
you
him.
different.
I'm gonna start
If it's
fucking with him and
numbers, I'll
telling
tell you
him.
different on numbers. But if it's colors, you know, you got me. She knows more than me. She's only 2 years old.
So, Steven, you brought
Yep.
you brought a few topics. Well, two. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't bring shit. I didn't have nothing. I told Steven I'd get some topics prepared. I've been busy. I had over Tulsa last night. I got home, came home, took
Tell
a
the
shower.
Tulsa.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You even gotta say nothing. All right.
I went to Tulsa for a few things, but mainly there's an Italian restaurant in Tulsa called Mondo's. Mondo's is so fucking good. It's so phenomenal. So me and my boy Alex get to Tulsa. He lives there. To Tulsa. It's raining last night. Get to Mondo's. He forgets his mask in the car. And I was like, all right, well, I'll go inside, you know, let people know that we here. And, you know, when you get here, you know, we'll be in line already. So I get inside, I'm standing around, it's packed. Expected to be. It's Friday night downtown Tulsa, or not downtown, but you know, it's in an upscale area, I guess. Little lady comes up and she was like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I need two." And she was like, "Oh, so do you have a reservation?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, okay. Hold on." She walks off, talking to somebody. They, you know, exchanging pleasantries, I guess. She comes back and she was like, "Yeah, so I can't get you in." And I was like, "Oh, okay, like, why not?" See, what's reservation? It's reservation only on Fridays after 4:00. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Like, all right, well, y'all got like an app or something that I can sign into? Like, how do I, you know, reserve?" And she was like, "Oh no, we're booked until Sunday." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "Yeah, like normally we sell out like 3 or 4 days in advance. So normally we have people call on Tuesday or Wednesday to, reserve. And I was like, oh, I drove all the way to Tulsa to get this Italian place. And y'all ain't even like, no. Okay. So I'll walk out and Alex is walking in and I was like, hey, they ain't got no one. And he was like, oh, so like, what's the wait? And I was like, Sunday. And he was like, oh. I was like, yeah, the reservation only. Reservation only on Friday and Saturdays at 4:00. And he was like, well, fuck. So we go down the street to a little Italian spot down the street. And it was good. I got judged because I don't like meatballs on my spaghetti. Like he was really staring at me like really hard. The waiter was, and I was like, what's up? He was like, you don't like the meatballs? Or are they nasty? And I was like, no, I just don't like meatballs. And he was like, what do you mean you don't like meatballs? And I was like, I don't like them. He was like, oh, that's weird. All right.
That's crazy.
And then from there on out, he just stared at me every time he came by the table. But I gave him to Alex, and Alex was eating my, pause. He was eating my meatballs. But like, the nigga kept on staring at me. I was like, yo, what's the problem with me not liking meatballs? He was like, that's just weird. Like, they're really good. You should try one. And I was like, no, I'm good. And he was like, oh, all right. Like, I felt like I really offended him because I didn't want the meatballs. I don't like meatballs. I didn't think that was a big deal.
When I go to Olive Garden, I ask for the 3 big meatballs, and then I get 2 of the Italian sausage deals on the side in there. Oh man. Hey. The meat ain't pasta. That's why you get the pasta. It's for the meat. Like if it ain't meat sauce, I'm telling you, if it is just like there's no meat in there or like chunk mushrooms, I ain't touching.
Mushrooms?
Hey, mushrooms is where it's at.
So I'm the weird one?
I'm not saying you're weird. I'm just saying he got a point. Mushrooms do be smacking.
Oh no. I've had them once. I didn't like them.
You said
how'd you have mushrooms though? How'd you have them?
I won't say they were sauteed. I don't know. I had them. They were giving to me. I don't know. Shit was nice.
I bet you had like them. I bet you had them portobello mushrooms, some nasty ass.
Why you gotta say it like that?
It comes in that green sauce. I call it green. I bet it's green. It's like green sauce it comes with. Ugh.
Oh, pesto? What did you just do?
Hey, listen. I don't know.
Take a drink?
Nothing, bro. Drinking water.
Steven just lying. It's adult, Steven. You can.
I'll still do it off camera. No matter.
You can drink on camera.
It's all right.
So, Steven, how did we get off topic? Steven has 2 topics that he would like to discuss. One of them, we've had several discussions about. The other one, I've told him several times how I felt about it, and he still feels he has a question. I guess he wants to ask the general public, even though I told him that y'all can't do it.
Yo, we'll do the more serious one after this one, because this one is just a real quick question, right? Because I know how Darian feels, right? Unique. So let's look. I want to know your side of this, because then I'll give you my side.
I promise you, Unique.
How come?
I just said.
Hey, I don't know that. But listen, how come? Hang on. How come us white folk can't say the N-word in a song? I'll just be blunt. Why can't we say the N-word in the song?
Why would you want to say it? That's the real question.
It's in the song. We can't sing along?
No.
So what you're saying is, my biggest question is, like, you have a lot of songs. Take 1999 by St. John, plug. You can't say that word. You can't sing that song without saying the N-word. So in other words, when that song come on, I gotta be quiet.
Pretty much. If you can't censor yourself, yeah. I look at it like
that's
this.
I'm not meaning
thinking of the word in general. Hold on. Started with the ER. Okay. We took that word back, we reclaimed it, and made it something positive, okay? So
Get
that's our
'em.
culture.
Get them.
Well, not saying you, but like your ancestors, the
Mhm.
colonizers, to take that word back and then make it okay when we just took something derogatory and made it positive. That was towards our people.
Okay. Then how about if I say, well, for one, of course, I'm not my ancestors. But
Not saying
two,
you are.
I'm not saying, I know, but I'm not saying it in a derogatory
they are.
manner. I'm just singing along with the song. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to take a pause every three. Oh damn! This phone just went kerplunk. All right. No, what I was saying was, I don't want to have to take a break in the song every 3 seconds. I mean, if it's in the song, it's in the song. If I like it, you know, I get it. If I'm by myself, it doesn't matter what I say. But like, and if I'm with Darian, he'll just rub it off because of how close we are. But if I was around anybody else, it's like, does it really bother that bad? Like, is it really that bad?
Yeah, it is if you say it in public.
Here's
Even
what I say.
if I'm not saying
Hold
it
on.
to the person, I'm just singing along with the song.
Hold on. Let me interrupt real fast.
Okay.
Go
Here's what I've told Steven multiple times. I said, Steven, here's how I view any word in the universe. You say whatever the fuck you want to say. Okay? Say whatever you want. You want to call special needs people the R word? Cool. You want to call Jewish people the K word? Cool. You call whoever you want, whatever you want, as long as you accept what comes with that, if offense comes with it. So if you want to go around and call black people nigger, nigga, however you want to, whatever term, spit,
I don't advise it.
whatever say whatever you want. Hold on. Now
This bomb's falling.
say whatever
bro.
you want, as long as you accept what comes with that. When it's if it's time to get shaken, because I've told Steven several times that Steven, you only gonna say it in a comfort zone. You ain't gonna go to Southside Chicago, Westside Chicago, and say it. You're not gonna go to the you're not gonna go to Zone 6 in Atlanta. My meeting won't. Excuse me? So your meeting will end in 10 minutes. Contact your IT team to upgrade to Zoom Pro for unlimited group meeting minutes. Bitch.
What's wrong?
Hold on. I'm gonna continue to talk. I'm gonna continue to talk while we're doing this. But
okay, well then hang on. Then let me butt in real quick then.
Dang,
Okay, I get you have to take. Now listen, I get you have to take the repercussions for what you want to do, right? But my thing is, even if I was around a bunch of people, say I was in Southside Chicago, whatever you're talking about, if it's to a song, I probably wouldn't think twice about like, oh, maybe should I say this word or should I not say this word? Now, if I was walking up to a group of black people and then just throwing it out there, well, no, I ain't gonna do that.
The self-preservation is always going to kick in, and which is what I said. If you wouldn't do it, if you're not gonna do it everywhere, then you shouldn't do it some places.
Man, I'm literally just talking about a song that means no harm. It's what y'all are saying to the people. I'm just reciting what you're saying. That's it.
I don't know how
we understand that,
man.
but we get that. But goddamn, do y'all get tired of taking shit? Honestly,
man, see, I get it, kind of. As far as the word goes, I'm kind of iffy on it, but the whole situation, I get it. Is bad. Which, I mean, honestly, I can lead into our next segment with that, which is the real question is, and I know how Darian kind of feels about it, just off of previous conversations with him. The police. Keep them or get rid of them.
Well, the way they acting, get rid of them at this point.
Okay, with get rid of them now. Here's the problem we run into. Who you gonna call when something goes sideways?
I don't call the
I ain't
police
been
anyway.
calling them.
So.
I
ain't been calling.
Okay, listen.
I mean, that's just me.
If somebody breaks into your house and they take your whole shit, who you gonna call? You just gonna take it to the chin?
No, because most Black people got cameras in their house.
Well, then what are you gonna do at that point?
Go find them.
Yeah, not everybody's just a go-getter like that, though.
Listen, I'm not. That's
not everybody's a kung fu master. You know,
that sounds
I'm
like.
not, okay, you asking me though. I'm not saying I'm the voice of Black people, but I'm telling you what goes on my side of the family. Okay.
This sounds like incrimination. I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean? Okay, just to ease you, how about we just go ahead and stick with the defunding them? How about that? There obviously needs to be training done because what was it? A 13-year-old girl just a few days ago got killed by the police, and she called them. She called them. A Black teenager called the police and got killed by them.
Which one was this at? I know about is it the Columbus one with the girl with the knife?
I think, yeah.
Well, the girl with the knife. I mean, that's plain and simple. You know, she had a knife coming. I saw the video.
13.
This chick was 13, and times are changing because she looked a whole lot older than 13.
I'm talking about a 13-year-old girl. She called them for help, and then they came, kicked the door in, and they shot her.
Okay, that's not the same video. I'm talking about the one.
But it was in Ohio. I don't know if it was Columbus, but it was in Ohio, I believe.
Okay.
That's the issue. My thing is, if that happens, if we're calling them, what's the point of calling them? But then you got people out here. I'm gonna use Florida for an example. White people be down there walling out all the time. Y'all can run from the police, do whatever. Ain't nobody getting shot, really. They will literally just let you be you before they even think about taking out the gun. That's my issue. I feel like my people are getting attacked by police. So what's the point of us calling them? What's the point of needing them at this point?
I can honestly say, meeting. Okay, hit me with a message. I can honestly say, me personally, that I get it. I feel for it. There is stuff wrong with the police nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Granted, I don't exactly just see it as they're targeting the Black community in general. I think it's just how the situation kind of plays out. But yeah, there's wrong to it. Like with this George Floyd thing, for the longest time, I used to think, yeah. I'm like, whenever we were watching Cops back in the day, when we were sitting after dinner and we're sitting there in the living room watching Cops, the first thing they do when they tackle somebody is they put the knee on the back of the neck to restrain them from moving. So I was like, that's all it was. I said, man, he died from something else. But then as I got to watching it, and I got to realizing, man, he was on his neck for a long time. And he kept it there with his hands in his pockets after the dude was already cut. Wrong. Guilty. Boom. No problem with that at all. Now, the chick that killed the Black kid when she thought it was a taser. Guilty. Boom. Done. How do you not know which one's a gun, which one's a taser? Literally, one's on each side. They're not both on the same side. If I had to guess, your taser's on your offhand and your gun's on your shooting hand, you know, and they weigh different. Yeah. One has 15, 16 bullets in it, and one just has a battery clip, you know. So so that I get. That's bad. But there are some, like I don't know about the one you were talking about, but I know the one I was talking about. The guy showed up and he was calm and he said, "Hey, you know what's going on?" And he sees this chick push this girl to the ground. And then she goes over to this other girl that was laying up next to the car, and he told her to drop, and he saw the knife. I didn't see it at first. He said, drop the knife. She didn't. She goes up to this chick. I'm talking right in her grill with this knife, just posted. She didn't put it down. It's either it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. He either don't shoot her and she dies, and then he cuffs her, or he kills her and then gets scrutinized for just killing a black woman. I'm not saying the black and the white didn't matter. I'm just saying just killing that person in general. Just in my eyes, since she was black, it would have been taken different. If she was just a white person, really or not, it just called her a method and moved on. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying at that point, that's justified. Everything else, at least as far from what I've seen, that ain't justified. That's you criminal, you murder, you're gone, you're going to prison. I'm with it. This verdict about that clown, I forgot his name, Chauvin.
Yeah.
We'll call him Chauvin. Guilty. He going in there and if he ain't in isolation, which he's probably going to be, he dead. He gone. That's it. Justice right there to me. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I was mainly worried about what if he would have been charged not guilty, it'd have been wrong, plain and simple. But what would have happened after that? Oh man, that's what I was more worried about than anything. Even though it might not even affected me, but it could have, Who knows? But that's all. That's mainly the one thing I want to talk about. I was mainly talking about just the police fund, or I was saying disband or keep. I say keep because in my mind, if somebody wanted to come up, I'm just saying, for instance, say they just wanted to come up and they just want to take you, you had nobody else around you, and you had one number to dial, and you had a matter of seconds. The first number you call is 911. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and speak for you and say that you are gonna do that. But in my eyes, I think if somebody has a matter of seconds to do something, they're gonna call the one number that they know is gonna show up. 911. Boom. So if we got rid of them, then that's nothing. Then all they can call now is paramedics after they clean up your body floor. That's what I was getting at. Is because it was just one of the topics that came up at work. And I was like, that's a good question. So I just wanted to get y'all's point on it. I know Darian, he hates cops because all his tickets or whatever, and hey, that's your own fault right there. That's your own fault.
When did I say that? Stephen, wait.
Oh, you tell me, man, you said that.
All right, see, look, there you go. Put words in my mouth.
All right, then speak on it then. How do you feel about the police?
Hold on, nigga.
Keep them.
Charged. Hold on,
keep them or get rid of them.
Hold on, I just got charged $60 from Zoom. I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll fix it after.
They said I sent him a submission. I sent him a request because I was trying to figure out how to get where we could do it longer, and then it was like, you've been charged $63.98. I said, wait a second, I didn't approve this. I was like, wait, what? So that's why I was so quiet during that, because I was trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. But we'll figure it out. Like Steven saying, it's fine when his car getting charged.
I didn't put my card on there, so it don't matter.
I'm talking about for Zoom.
Bang bang. Yeah, my card ain't on there. Bang bang.
I'm in the same house as you. You know that, right? Like, I'm gonna see you here in a second. Yeah. Anyways, I'm at a crossroads with the police as far as my thought on what I feel like should be done. I don't think you should get rid of police at all. Myself, because I do think there are some good, but I think if you look at it, you need to fix the whole system. Just because there might be some good, you need to fix the whole system. And so I do think police are necessary. I've also thought that I think you should allow people, if you're going to have police in certain neighborhoods, you need to have people from those neighborhoods be the ones policing them. Instead of Steven, who lives, where Steven lives, trying to police, the north side. Steven's not from that neighborhood, so I don't think Steven should be policing that neighborhood. You don't know the people there. You don't know the situations that are going on. And so I don't think that you should be policing that. And so you might have someone from, you know, Nichols Hills policing Midwest City. And so I feel like people from those neighborhoods can better handle those situations whenever they decide to go left because they're aware of the neighborhood, they're aware of the people in that neighborhood.
Why are you making that face, Steve?
But the issue with hold the fuck.
Hey,
hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Well, the issue with that, I feel like, is that you may let some shit slide that may not, like, I feel like personal lives can get involved in that. Or if you have a vendetta, let's bring it back to Snowfall. If you've got a vendetta against a person, that can cloud your judgment in doing what the right thing should be.
I give you that.
And so I am still trying to figure out it for myself. But Steven is correct. I'm not a fan of the police. I don't like the police.
Unless you have it where you take your idea and then they also have someone that's not from that neighborhood, like, you know, double up on duty.
Okay.
Yeah, to question you, yeah. That's what I was going to refer to. I was like, what if somebody in that community wasn't a cop? Then that community just runs free and does what they want. But then you also run into, like you were saying, somebody that would let them off scot-free, or somebody that has a vendetta of their own. However, you're going to get that no matter what. That's what we're running into right now. That's one of the issues right now, is that personal beliefs succumb what you're actually supposed to do. You know, when you have a job that deals with people and you have a certain belief about people, you're supposed to know how to table that and then to treat the situation accordingly. So, but as far as the person being from the community, being the cop should only be available to the community, no, that's wrong. No, you're never gonna find that. What are you gonna do? You know, what if there's not one?
Okay.
I mean, I was going to have police there, obviously, but we're just saying, like, to combat that issue. I mean, there's a lot of racist cops out here, Steven. You know this. You see this. We see it every fucking day. We worried about when we get pulled over. You probably don't have to think about that when you get pulled over. That's just nothing. That's just automatically like, all right, what the fuck they gonna pull this time?
I've seen Steven do some shit with the police in the car with him.
So, you know.
That I would never try.
I think
no. I'm not going to expose you like that. But I'm just saying.
Speak on this. No, go ahead.
I'm not going to expose you like that. What I'm saying is, I've seen Steve do some things I wouldn't do out of fear.
No, listen. The way this is literally the way I paint the picture is no matter what's happening, whether I'm driving, whether I'm in the wrong, or if I'm walking down the street, right or wrong, if I'm getting pulled over, right? Like the one time I was pulled over, I had guns in the vehicle, right? I was going to the gun range. The very first thing I said when that dude walked up to the window, I said, listen, sir, I got guns in the vehicle. And he was like, oh, really? That's what they were. I told him. He said, okay, cool. And I told him that, hey, the magazines are separate from the guns themselves, so they're not even ready to fire. And he said, okay, cool. Come sit in the car with me while we get all this figured out and just make us all feel safe. I said, okay, cool. So I got in the car with him. He was talking to me about how expensive ammo was nowadays. Wrote me a ticket, boom, on my way. That's it.
Can I ask you a question?
And then, okay, we're going.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish, but then I got a question.
No. What's the question?
What's wrong with this nigga? Do you think that situation would go the same for me or Unique?
Yes. See, that's where I try to listen. No, listen. See, I know. I get it. Okay, listen. I get it. What I'm saying is, in my eyes, I haven't had to experience.
You're colorblind. I can't even trust your eyes.
Ah, come on. See, no. Okay, listen. when I got pulled over and I had airsoft guns in the truck that were the tips were spray painted. As soon as the cop walked up to the window, he was talking to me. It was all cool, and then he said he pulled out his gun, pointed at me, and said, "Everybody, put their hands on the dash." Well, my hands went right there real fast, and he didn't know that they're airsoft guns. He had his buddy check whatever, but I told him, I said, "Man, they're airsoft guns. You can take them for all I care. I don't want them." My buddy spray painted them. I didn't do it. But what I was getting at is that honesty, like whenever they pull up, if you just get anything out the way that will cause a problem, just put it out there first thing before they say anything. How much easier would that go? If you're walking down the street and a cop pulls up and he says, "Hey man, I need you to empty your pockets." Who cares about your rights, what rights you don't have? If a cop pulls me over, I can guarantee you pockets are getting emptied, because if I was doing something wrong to begin with, then that's my own damn fault. You know what I mean? If I was doing something wrong, you face the repercussions. If I wasn't, then I just empty my pockets and then move on with my day. Coming from my point of view. Now, I'd like to know y'all.
Go ahead and ask your question before I say something.
Me?
Yeah, didn't you want to ask him a question?
Oh, I asked him. Oh, I did. He told me he didn't think that would go the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Steven. I feel like that wouldn't go the same for Darian and I. Here's my reasoning. A lot of the cops that are hired, I feel like, and we know of, have very predominant backgrounds of coming from racist families. How about that? They're prejudiced against Black people off the bat. A lot of white people are scared of Black people for whatever reason. That was a folktale, I don't know, back in the day, and it's just been from generation to generation to generation. You could do that, yes. You can have guns in the car. Honesty is the best policy. Yes, let's talk about it. But I still feel like even if we weren't in the car and we had a gun, it's just like simple shit on the street. We walk past white people every day. Hell, even the people that's in Nichols Hills, you walk past them in Penn Square Mall, clenching their pearls. Like, I'm about to jack you. I don't want nothing you got. It's just that mindset. So, I mean, yeah, to you, he might not have seen you as like frightening, but there's some white people out there that look at Black people as a threat for whatever reason. I don't know. So answer me that. How do we go from there? When we live every day in fear, it's because y'all are so quick to draw a gun.
The police.
But see, this thing, there's good and bad ones both. Man,
but hear me out. I see that. There's good and bad in every race, but I'm saying a lot of those white men that are afraid of Black people, they go to these types of jobs. That's the issue. I feel like there should be like a invasive background check. Do something like I need family history, all this type of shit. Half of these motherfuckers family be running Ku Klux Klan. Like, what do you expect from us? How do you expect us to feel?
That's and I agree with that, because there are some that choose to do that job just to have that power of authority, to be able to feel like they demand that they're above everybody beneath their feet. There are people like that. But then there's people that maybe they just feel like this will be the job that will, in their eyes, will make them feel like that they were somebody, like either to their family or somebody, knowing that they were somebody in maybe in their eyes that changed how their community was. Maybe he did something, there's no telling what, but he just made a difference. That's what he's looking for. But there are some that go over there for a power struggle. They want to feel the power, in the fingertips, and sometimes those, and they may be the ones real quick on that trigger, I don't stand up for that. That's the whole reason with that Chauvin thing. It's no. The man was, it was over. It was done, but I get it. and you shouldn't have to just. And if I was in your position, like one of my buddies used to tell me at work that he shouldn't have to go out there and preach to his kid that he has to do this and do this a certain way whenever the police show up. That's true, but at the same time, there's laws on all of us. You know, even if we got rid of them, somebody is gonna have law over us, and we're gonna have to do things a certain type of way. But we can't just put it all as a whole. You know, there's good and there's bad. Just like there's good and there's bad white folks. There's good and there's bad black folks. There's good and there's bad Asian folk. You know, so on and so forth. Yeah, it's not a perfect world. There's gonna be good and bad everywhere, and some are at higher positions, some are at lower positions. So it's just to, the whole topic was just really the whole thing altogether. You can't really put it to it, you know.
I just said they should reform the structure. I don't think that you should get rid of them. But I think there needs to be a restructure of that system.
But Unique had a good point. Unique had a good point because
of course she's a genius.
Sometimes, man, from everything that I've seen so far throughout these times of these trying times of what's going on, man, they are real quick. You know, sometimes they don't give you they don't give that chance to figure out whether they're in the right or they're in the wrong. But part of me wants to be like, man, what if this cat could have been out for blood, or maybe he really wanted to come home to his kids and he wasn't the one in the power struggle. And with how things are portrayed right now, he just wasn't going to give it a chance. So he made that rash decision. Now, does it make him right? No, it doesn't make him right. However, it puts that perspective, whatever the fuck the word is,
boy's a motherfucking dummy.
It puts it just puts the picture in my mind of why he did it, but is it right? No. But that's the only thing. So, like, as far as the y'all getting away with it, in my eyes, I say yes, because it would let that guy know that you are not trying to harm him or put him in any danger. So you're getting it out the way ASAP with your hand on the steering wheel. So it's not like you can reach for it anyway. You know what I mean? So it would make that situation a whole lot easier. But in the end, would it go the way that I would hope it would go? Nobody knows except for that guy and that person in that car, Nobody knows. Well, actually, it's mainly the guy outside the car, but, But I do understand. I do see your point. I just hope y'all kind of understand where I'm coming from. I'm not saying it's right and it's wrong. I'm just saying there's sometimes where I can see how it happened, but I don't. Maybe I agree, maybe I don't agree on why it happened or how much escalated from it. In other words, did I hit the nail on the head right there? Was it a good one?
Nah,
I feel like it's a good question. Hey, listen. It's just one of them. I'm trying to keep that open mind. I'm trying to see it from both sides. That's all I'm trying to do. That's it. And sometimes it's hard. I know the way I've seen it throughout the years, and I know how I feel. But I don't want to be like that. I want to see it from both sides. And now that I've kind of opened my eyes a little bit, I get it. Shit that's going on is, man, it's bad. It's wrong. It's bad times.
Hey, you want to tell the general public what finally kicked you overboard to look at it from that point of view? Yeah, don't you?
Which one? Well, hey, was it the?
It wasn't the fucking countless conversations that we've had over the last 4 or 5 years over it. It's a fucking Trey Songz. Trey Songz song.
Was it Trey Songz?
Off his last
yeah.
album. And you can call me talking about, hey man, you know what? I think I've had an epiphany. I think I really understand. I said, oh, so the multiple conversations we've had, you fucking raggedy motherfucker.
What's funny is that's literally how it happened too. Because in my head, I was so stuck on, man, why y'all just out here just revolting? Oh, damn, I done yanked my phone down again. I said, y'all just out here revolting and just breaking everything, destroying things. Now, part of me also thinks that that's a little, too much. But I was like, man, that don't make no sense. That's wrong. They don't make no sense. Why are y'all even freaking out like this? That's me stuck in the ways. And then I heard this Trey Songz song, and I was like, man, that kind of paints a picture a little bit. He was really in it. And then I heard the T.I. song with it, with Killer Mike, and oh man, that's a good song, by the way. You might check that out. But I listened to that, and I was like, that really does paint the picture. Like it gives you a different perspective on the whole thing. That's all it is. Perspective. That's the fucking word I was looking for. Damn. Yeah, it just gives you a different side of you, and it was songs that kind of did it. That's songs started it. It didn't change the way, it just started it, and then I started looking at the grand scheme of things. And yeah, there's
Trey Songz song was this?
I can't remember what song it said Riots in the title, Riots 2020.
Hold on,
I can't remember what
I got the album that I never listened to that I told you I would.
This man just throw his phone up.
Oh, sorry. Damn. Sorry, I fucking breathed wrong.
Hey, listen.
2020 Riots.
Maybe.
How many times? Off of
that song,
Back Home by Trey Songz.
That song good. But the song with T.I. and Killer Mike, oh man. Who else was in that song? We talked about it once upon a time. Oh, but that song, man, that chorus is too good. You put that shit on repeat real fast. But yes, it's kind of sad to say in reality, but two songs brought my point of view on the whole thing.
Of all rappers, Trey Songz, he really ain't even a rapper.
Hey, sometimes he be out here speaking the truth,
But I mean, for you to get that message is what I'm saying. Him of all people,
yeah, not the countless
your best friend in your
the
face,
countless screaming matches that we've had. It took a fucking song.
What he from his side of the fence, and it
he
took
called
from a song from a nigga you don't know. Like,
because
hold on.
Listen.
He called me. I said, "Ain't this a fucking bitch?" I said, "We didn't have this conversation. We've had screaming matches at each other." Going over this, he gonna call me, hey man, I think
because what it is when I'm hitting you up at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, I'm just like, man, you're fucking wrong for this shit, But when it becomes 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I might have just watched an episode or something that got me in my feels. Because I watch dramas. That's what I do. So I might watch the episode that got me in my feelings. Whatever.
Dramas. Yeah. I got you more to that one.
Listen, and then when it's time to do my work, and I put on the music. I'll try on some new albums, and then that song would come up, and I'm already in my feels a little bit. I'm just like, damn. So I click repeat, and I quit doing my work. I just stopped for a minute. Actually, I finished my work. I replay the song. I just sit there.
Clean it up.
I sit there for a minute. I just keep replaying the song. I watch the lyrics. I just, listen to it over and over. And I'm like, damn, for one, this man out here speaking on it, and for one, the harmony is real good,
Yeah, Trey's
in that song, in that song, he had that choir in the background.
He's been a big advocate for this he's been a big advocate of this for a long time.
But yes, that song right there is what started the whole thing, and then the Killer Mike one with T.I. got it good, and so on and so forth. But hey, should I be stuck in my ways? Huh? Should I be? No. At least I'm man enough to admit that as a white man, the shit going on right now is fucking wrong. Right?
Don't let me stop you there. The shit that's been going on, it's been going on. It's just now being recorded. How about that?
Talk to him.
Well, what I was referring to is now that my eyes have opened up, it's wrong. Beforehand, everything it's out of the question. I ain't even gonna answer the questions about that because I might be.
Imagine if we didn't even have.
I might walk out this door and somebody be waiting there to beat my ass.
Who's outside waiting to fight?
Right outside of his door.
Hey man, you never know.
All right.
Neighbors.
So, all right. I don't know if we want to smoke with that fat motherfucker that lives above me. He got more ass in a little bit. Let him get a good like hook, but he throws like the whole body into it. It's game over for most people.
Yeah, he'll get real mad when kneecaps fold backwards.
So now that those are we good on this conversation? That conversation?
Yeah, what you got? Go ahead.
Unique.
Yes.
Me and Steven have spoken about this several times, I think. Damn, Nick, thirsty ass. Did you have you had a chance to watch any of those videos that I've seen?
I watched 2 of the 3. Hold on, I have to go.
Which ones have you watched? Let's talk about it.
I watched
continuation of the
Bob
last
Lazar, and then the one with Commander David Fravor. I just haven't watched the one with Brian Cox yet. I haven't watched that one yet.
Well, so what do you think?
Dog, now I feel like you with the whole little handprint thing, the scanner, when he was talking about like how his badge would pop out, like if he put his hand there, but in the 80s. Because I mean, I know you were like tripping on it, but I was just like, 80s, and then now we're just getting like fingerprint scanners like a few years ago, but they've been having that just to get in there.
Well, he said they don't even use it anymore now that they have better biometrics.
But they had it in the 80s.
Steven, I don't know if you remember that on the Bob Lazar podcast, Joe Rogan.
What are you talking about?
There's towards the end of the podcast, he's talking about at one of the area 50 whatever sites, they had a scanner you lay your hand on, and I guess it's a laser of some type that scans your hand, and it measures your bones, and I guess it's pretty like down to like millimeter type stuff, and then it would pop out your ID badge, and it would be for Bob Lazar. So say Steven puts his hand up, puts it on there, scans your hand, gives you your ID card for Steven. Steven. I put my hand on there, bang, gives me one for Darian. Unique puts her hand on there, gives her one for Unique. And apparently they had this as a way to access the building to get your code, your badge, back in the 80s at the Area 51 sites.
I like how you just took that in.
But they had a picture of it, so I mean.
Well, do y'all believe it?
Is that
the question? Believe
it or
don't
believe it?
I'm not questioning it. It's just for us to have that type of technology back in the 80s.
And we probably it wasn't available. It wasn't like as mainstream as it is now. It wasn't like you can unlock your phone with your thumbprint. It was just like that was like a boom max security prototype kind of thing. That's probably what it was. I mean, the main thing is I wasn't around in the 80s to know.
I mean, none of us was.
But like... swimming in your dad's nuts, nigga.
Hey, come on, dude. Why you gotta do that to Steve? Man, come on.
I love Steve. Well, what else? Anything else stand out to you? Because I went and rewatched all of them myself after I sent them to you.
Watch these.
Oh, a lot, but I'm a psychopath also, so.
I don't know, because I mean, the other one you pretty much talked to me about, but the little sighting or whatever went from 80,000 feet or whatever with the commander guy.
Ooh. Me and Steven talked about that a little bit too. And then He just corrected me when I said something wrong. He was
Man,
like, "No, that's
I knew
not
you
how
were
it
gonna
was."
bring that up.
What was it?
I guarantee you, after I mentioned that, you rewatched it, and I didn't.
Fucking right, I did.
But I was. So was I right or was I wrong? Just answer the question. I'll tell you what I thought it was.
I think you're right. I've slept since then, also.
Because you were saying it was like it dropped down from like 8 from whatever feet down to nothing, and then it whenever they went to the rendezvous point, it just disappeared and it showed up over there. Whenever they're showing the video, it actually shows the thing. They said it dropped down to like right above the water, and then it shows it taking off because it shows the camera moving. Because they said the camera in the
Wait, hold on.
locks
Let me get clarification. Steven's referring to the actual video footage from the call it the plane or the fighter jet. He's talking about the actual footage. I'm referring to what they were saying, and so I guess in a way you were right, and in a way you weren't, because we were talking about two different things. Now continue.
If we ain't talking about the same thing, why would I continue?
I just don't like Steven. I don't like Steven being right because he gonna like rub it in my face later on.
Was I right or was I not right?
I think we were both right.
Well, I'm saying if we're not talking about the same thing, then I ain't gonna keep going talking about the
Y'all
wrong
are talking
thing.
about the same thing, but you're talking about the actual footage. He's talking about what they said verbatim.
Okay, so the actual footage shows that thing dropping down and then just taking off. And the actual camera itself on the jet actually locks onto whatever it was looking at. And it locked onto it, and they were like, like they had the view of the whole thing the whole time. And they were like, man, nothing takes off like that we know of takes off that fast from a desktop.
They said it was actually physically impossible for something to move like that. It defies all laws of physics.
And then, of course, it did scramble their radars and shit like that. But
what did he do?
That's all, because that was the main thing. Is he was just like, hey, it fucking teleported, right? It just clicked, went away, and clicked, showed up over here. I was
the thing that was interesting is that
I think it zoomed off. It's really fast.
The thing that is interesting is that it was at their rendezvous point before they knew what the rendezvous point was going to be.
It might have just been coincidence, Just
Stick.
Two people showing up on the time.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I ain't a Martian.
A coincidence. It's a coincidence.
It could be. Hey,
a fucking coincidence.
They just showed up at the same time. Boom. Maybe
it was already there, Stephen. They had told them that it was there before they even knew that was a rendezvous. What are you talking about? It's a coincidence. What does that even mean?
I know it was. I think it was whenever I think they all migrated.
You think, nigga? I know.
No, I'm saying.
The fuck are you talking about, B?
Okay. From what I think that I thought I interpreted from this podcast, I guess I didn't. I thought that they seen it and then migrated towards it, and then they were like, "Oh, what is that?" And then it said, "Kachoom, zoom, spit off," and they were like, "Oh man, that was something special." I didn't know that it was like they were like, "Oh, let's go to this point," and then they showed up,
and then
they were like, "Oh, there's somebody else showing up here," I thought that it was just they were going to wherever the hell they were supposed to go. They were just training. I know that. And then they just seen something out above the water, But hey, I haven't. I watched that podcast the day it came out.
I was just fucking with you.
I ain't watched it after that. So you'll know the truth more than I would. I'm just telling you that's That's
there you go. You fucking right. I do know the truth. Fucking.
He's like, whoa there.
So we going to Egypt or what?
Yes.
What?
Oh, okay. Me and Unique have been planning a trip to Egypt for like 4 years.
Well, I remember y'all talking about what like they were building shit around it, but
I mean, they were building shit around it.
Y'all talking about the pyramids and shit. They were just building the shit around shit.
Oh, they got this. The city is like fucking a twat's hair from the pyramids, and I was like, I feel like that's not good for preservation of the pyramids. I got ass crack hairs longer the further the distance from the city to the pyramids. Like it's like there.
What's the city gonna do to the pyramids?
I don't think all that pollution. Hold on, relax. I don't think all that pollution and shit is there. I don't think it's good for preservation of it.
What the fuck does pollution do to a rock? That shit rock. What? Hey, you might know more than I do, but I know in my eyes, pyramid built out of rock. What's pollution gonna do to that? Erosion will get it.
What's wrong with this name, man?
Hey,
That's your friend.
Proceed.
But we got to go. I need to see it in person. I need to see that in person. I want to get on one. I want to touch it. I don't think you're supposed to, but I'm going to.
The pyramid, or are you trying to touch other shit? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm always trying to touch something, but the pyramid specifically this time.
Okay.
I'm
I want to clarify on that.
I just want to. Yeah, like I just need to.
Gonna cuff it.
Hey, yo, relax.
He said, "You just smack it or grab the hole."
Just
I normally grab the whole thing, but
hey.
that's not what we're talking about. Steven can't talk about those things, so
What I was talking about. Huh? What you say?
I thought you couldn't talk about that stuff. Watch what
I
watch
grabbing and holding.
Okay, I was like, watch what you say now, motherfucker.
I can talk about grabbing and holding.
Okay,
I'm fucking married for crying out loud.
Steven, hey, relax.
Hey, I can go ahead and say the details. I just can't go into details.
Relax.
You know,
please stop while you're ahead. Stop.
I'm just saying.
But you didn't have any nothing. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of told you everything that was in the podcast before you watched it. So I was like, you thinking like, so what was your take about it? What did you anything? Any new thoughts that popped up? Maybe.
No. It's a damn.
I get excited talking about this.
I know.
I literally watched it the second you dropped it, and when I got to the point about the the aliens and the building shit around artifacts and stuff, I was like, man, like that's always been a good question, right? Because y'all touch base, out of all these millions of places and galaxies and planets and stars, and we really the only one that's here, and it's like
there's no way.
or it makes a good point, but I've from the I ain't gonna get into real depth, but from like a religious standpoint, they're just like, man, if God created man, then who created them? Because I guarantee you God didn't create them, or maybe they did, because I asked one of the guys I worked at, and he's real religious, and he was like, well, why couldn't he? Why didn't? Hey man, I'm just saying it's a question to bring up, because everything I was taught, like he created man, they didn't say anything about him creating shit that wasn't man, but hey, I just, whenever y'all got on that, I was like, man, that's always been it's always been the real question, what's really out there,
So do you believe in dinosaurs, Steven? Are you one of those?
See, that's the thing.
Do you believe in them? Or your Christianity holding you back from saying that never happened?
Oh, we here now. Let's go.
Well,
come on, let's do this.
Listen, okay. All right. So right now,
pay attention to the time, though, motherfucker, because the fight starts in 30 minutes.
What's time? Okay, whatever. Okay, so the time is
what?
The time? What? No, what I was meant to say was,
you smoking crack?
You see, y'all got me flustered now. You had to bring up time and shit. I feel like I'm on a time crunch here.
Damn, double homicide.
All right, listen. What I was saying is that from where I am now, I was agnostic. I didn't know what to believe, but now the main thing is I just don't. When it comes that time, I don't want to be wrong. So I pretty much I found Jesus, right? I accepted him, but now I literally cannot sit here and say whether what happened, what was really alive back then, because if that was the case, I don't see how God created dinosaurs. That was if that's really like one of the topics, is that yeah, I don't see how he would create it and it not say anything about it. So if we were going off like the book and how I believe, or what I would accept, is that I guess they wouldn't exist. But you when you have physical evidence, according to what's being shown in museums and articles and all that, obviously it existed. That's part of the reason why I was agnostic, was because I was like, there's too many things to both sides. But the only problem that lies in reality, which I'm just gonna go ahead and say this just to get out of the way, is when it comes that time, I don't want to be wrong. So I'm making this choice instead, because what's the harm they can do? However, in the back of my mind, I'm always gonna have these thoughts, when you have this book that was written in whenever the book was written, what about the umpteen million years prior to that? What about these so-called creatures that roam the earth and then get taken out by a comet or a meteor, and then all of a sudden new life begins, and then it's like, okay, about evolution, people talking about evolution, they're coming from apes to man. How come to this day apes aren't turning into man after all these years? You haven't seen an ape turn to man, so it's just like,
that was in that one podcast. Well, not podcast. Yeah, podcast. One of those I watched. He was talking about the apes.
Well, I think I know where you're going.
How they're like adapting to like our type.
Yes, let's go.
The ape learning how to fish. Like,
what if they're
learning from us? Like, they're able to do this. We're not teaching them, but they're seeing what we're doing. I thought that shit. That just unlocked a whole nother thing.
Oh shit! Yes, because the thing was, Joe was like, "What if we are witnessing obviously slowly, apes or animals of that chimpanzee, monkey? What if we are witnessing them enter the Stone Age, where they're learning how to use tools and they're taking stones and carving things out of it to make it a tool?"
But why would it have taken this long? Why would it have taken this long to get to that? Just to get to this point?
What do you mean? The monkeys?
If you're saying that just now that they're coming into the Stone Age, and look at how long ago in time Stone Age was. So they have had this long to learn.
They're coming into their own Stone Age.
But they've been learning for so long. I mean, how long?
Well, shit don't happen overnight.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about look at how long apes and monkeys or whatever have been in captivity and learning from humans.
We're talking about apes in the wild, though.
Yeah, not captivity.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, they actually have a photo of a monkey in the wild, like in the tree with the spear or whatever, like fucking fishing.
So he was
like catching his food.
The monkey was gigging fish.
Because they see people around doing it. They're not physically teaching them. They're watching us. That's the thing.
And learning how to do so. And it's like, oh, okay. So the thing was, Joe said, and it, my brain went left field. What if they were entering their own version of the Stone Age and we are here slowly witnessing it? And that shit, I was up till 3 that night. That shit had my brain fucked.
He's sitting there in bed. Oh shit, man! What if? Oh, shit.
Looking right, I was.
I don't
right,
know.
I was.
Hey, listen. I don't know. It would make sense, I guess. Everybody, at the same time, doesn't necessarily mean like evolution type. It's just animals are gonna adapt over time. They're gonna learn how to do things, you know.
Isn't that called evolution? Aren't they evolving then if they're doing it over time? Isn't that evolution?
Well, okay. Do you call us in school evolving every year?
Yes, I would think you would be evolving mentally
Okay.
throughout school. So
Then yes, it'd be evolving. But I don't know. I just when I think of
yo, what the
bro,
fuck is
listen,
it talking about,
listen,
B?
bro, you gotta,
like,
dude, when I hear evolve,
I don't want to look at you.
right? I think of turning into one thing into another, like fucking Charmander does to Charizard, you know, into another thing. So I don't, you know, an
Well,
ape,
but what I'm saying is they could be slowly turning you
ape
to that,
evolution
Stephen.
into a ape evolution into a person.
Yeah, and they could be slowly doing so.
Oh, slowly. That's the word. Okay.
Unique. Hold on, wait a second. Have I not been saying slowly this entire time?
The whole time, but yeah. Steven only hear what he want to hear.
That's why all of our arguments are so bad. Because I mean,
He got selected here.
I give Steven all the facts. He'd be like,
No.
yeah, but 2 plus 2
You want to know
four.
what it is? Listen, you want to know what it is? It's because
What is it, Steven?
while you're speaking, while you're talking, once something you say triggers into my head, and then I come up with something, my attention is to figuring out how to put that into words, and then I'm just waiting for your lips to stop moving so I can say what I'm trying to say.
He cuts off his critical thinking.
You fucking people. You people
I
and
can
your
only
thinking.
I can only do so much at one time, you know. I haven't evolved to that point. All right.
Clearly.
Overload. Oh,
He said, what is that? There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Oh man, fucking apes, dinosaurs, aliens, man. I'm just
The sensory overload. Sensory overload.
Oh man.
That shit's
Well,
blinking red. Warning.
You know,
It's that SpongeBob episode whenever all the SpongeBobs are in there. Like, I can't find it.
Water.
All right. Real fast to quickly go over because all I have them is just sitting there. I haven't listened to any of it. I'm gonna do better one day. I promise you. One day I'm gonna come in here with like a real take on music. But I just Young Thug, YSL, Gunna dropped a deluxe version to their album Slime Language 2. I'm sure it's good. I'm not a big Young Thug fan. I can't do the voices. I'm sorry. Just can't. Moneybag Yo put out an album. I'm sure it's good if you like toxic music.
What was that, Steven?
I was gonna say I listened to that the Young Thug Gunna
Oh, did you?
and Drake.
Can you give us a take then?
Just the one song. It's good.
Oh,
but I was gonna chime in and say, hey, listen, I can put my 2 cents in, but Darian don't like my music choice, so whatever I say is good. He might throw up at the side of it, you know. So, because my thing is, if you ain't listening to that, if you ain't listening to that new Rod Wave album, listen, if you ain't listening to the new Rod Wave album, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Here's my problem with Steven's music choice, and I'm gonna keep it short. I have been in hold on. No, hold on. Because you ain't gonna lie on me, because I'll call your old lady and put her on here, and she gonna agree with me.
I'll tell you what.
I've taken trips with Steven to Duncan to the shooting range, and we've listened to nothing but Celine Dion and fucking Michael Bolton.
Greatest artist of all time, right there. Beneath,
Unique.
They're just under Led Zeppelin.
Unique.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. You probably are. Okay, well, all right. You know damn well I don't listen to no fucking Celine Dion and no fucking Michael Bolton.
Me either.
That's why I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to expand your horizon.
I'm blind.
Like I'm stuck in my head. Like I was stuck in my head, right, about certain things. I'm trying to open your mind to new things, you know?
Pause. I know you ain't telling that to Darian when he got a playlist that has like almost every genre on there. besides maybe country.
No,
I got country. I got
I was
30.
about to say,
Steven.
But
he
you can't tell him
hell.
about open mindedness when his playlist is pretty much like the whole
Hit
damn
that nigga.
fucking genre of music
Get
everywhere.
up.
You
That's the
find any
thing.
song in
He
that damn
downloads.
song. What are you talking
I'll
about?
go. No, let me put this man on blast. This man goes, "Oh, dude, I'm a music connoisseur. I'll download all the music. Do I listen to it? No. He has what 10,000, 30,000 songs on there. How many songs you got?
Fuck, you can't see it. But there's hold on. Hold the fuck. Country, you can't really see it because my camera's shit. You can see Steven's big ass head though. 57 songs. I love country music, kinda.
57. Oh shit!
But don't
dude.
say that I'm
That's
closed-minded.
So
Don't say that. I've spoken that I'm predominantly a hip hop and rap person. But don't say that I'm closed-minded on music, Steven. I have roughly. I think last time I looked, I have like almost 40,000 songs on my phone. Steven,
Okay.
I love music.
My reasoning behind it is because you say you're not closed-minded, but the moment I put on anything that is country related, before you even take a chance to listen to it, if I play anything country or play anything remotely like R&B, like Michael Bolton or Celine Dion, bro, you shut it down. Boom!
I'm about to get him.
Go
Steven.
Cook, son.
Oh, come on. Give me ISO. I'm about to pull up from the logo.
What's up?
If you were to compare the music you've given me to the songs I've liked to shots attempted to shots made, what would your field goal percentage be? Not even from the 3-point line. Just field goal.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. But answer the question. Answer the question. What would your field goal percentage be?
Who showed you Dirt Road Anthem?
Answer the question.
This paints a real good picture on my percent.
The question.
Probably like a 5% then.
Okay, exactly. Steven, we just don't like the same type of music is the issue. But you have some songs. But we've had this conversation. Steve, that's not what I'm saying. You like club hip hop, but like the club where like the white people go, but they like to think they like hip hop. So they listen to the club hip hop. No. Hold on.
See, you're wrong.
Respect, but respect me. I'll let you speak when you speak. But respect me.
He said
you're
wrong for this.
I'm talking about shit. No, dude. Music that means something, that tells a story. If it tells a story, I'm all about it.
Talking about
Michael Bolton tells an amazing story every time.
And it's just okay. Hold on.
No.
Just hold on.
Rod Wave tells a story.
Okay, can you just hold on? It's just not for me. I'm not the target audience. Okay. Whenever Michael Bolton, hold on, let me fucking finish. God damn it!
I didn't say a word.
You were trying to interrupt me like you always do. When Michael Bolton goes to the studio, he's still talking. When Michael Bolton goes to the studio to make a song, do you think Michael Bolton's thinking about Darian when he's thinking about who he's making his music for? Don't answer it. No.
What?
It's just not for me. I'm not saying the music is bad. It's just not for me. My thing is when I speak, my language that I say makes it sound like I hate it. Like when I say this shit is trash, Eminem's trash. I don't hate the shit. It's just not for me. I'm not the target audience for it. Like you like Vampire Diaries. It's not for me.
Oh, amazing show, top tier, bro.
Under the bus. It's just not for me.
Cause you ain't watched it. That's the thing. You can't say it ain't for you if you ain't tried it.
I've watched Vampire Diaries. I date white women, nigga. What are you talking about?
No.
I love Pretty Little Liars. That's
different.
That's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. TV show is neither here nor there. The music isn't for me.
Back to the music. What I'm saying is you have never just sat there and listened to
Steven, I'm in your truck. I have no other choice but to sit there with me to fucking tuck and roll out the truck.
He said,
they're like a fucking roly-poly to you? You think I'm just going to curl up and just dip out of the truck? I have no reason. I have no other choice but to listen to it. It's just not for me, King. I just don't like it. It's just not for me. It's not bad music. Somebody loves it because they sell millions of records.
This man audio just went out the fucking door.
Did it? Shit.
That shit was choppy as hell on my screen. But it's all right. It doesn't matter because you were in the wrong. You don't get shit.
What? How is he in the wrong? So let me ask you this, Steven. Do you like every rap song that you heard? Do you like every rap song that you have heard?
Oh, what is that? You know, here, she do it back. Oh, go ahead.
You said no.
Like Jay-Z, garbage.
The fuck out of here.
Except his album with Linkin Park, smacking.
Oh, I thought he was getting ready to go somewhere else. I was like, Steven, we're not
doing this. That one with Linkin Park is smacking. The song Holy Grail and the song what's the one with Kanye West?
I think what Darian is trying to say is the songs that you're presenting to him, that's not his speed. He likes certain music, like certain artists. How about this? He likes certain artists. Not all artists are going to be on Darian's alley. How about that? Same genre, no, but you're not presenting the right artist.
True, I get that. I really do. What I'm saying is he never gives it a chance. As soon as the song, in the first fucking note of a song, he's like, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Bro, come on, bro. I'm jumping out the car. And he opens the fucking door. You know,
I have done that before.
He don't give it.
Yeah, he don't give it a try. I have done that before.
Yeah, you never listened to it. Steven, anything you play.
Hold on.
When you send me songs, I listen to it. No, answer that question. Answer that question.
Elevator door.
Songs, who listens to it?
When you send me songs? Well, it could only be me. No one else has my phone.
No, I'm saying, do you listen to it? Wrong.
Some of them, yes.
No.
But then hold on. Let me shoot myself in bail, motherfucker. Before you try to put me on the stand. Do you not play those songs whenever you come over? When you come to my house and you control the TV at my house on fight nights. The only reason you ain't pulling your little fucking slick ass game is because we are on this podcast recording currently. But when you come to my house, who plays music on my TV, on my internet? Lie. I'd fucking double dog dare you to lie, you raggedy ass bitch.
I ain't gonna lie. I take it over because you tell me to. You say, hey, bro.
But
you said
you play music for me, right?
What I'm saying. I said, hey, listen. Let me go ahead. Can I log into your YouTube? And you're like, yeah, bro, go ahead. So I take the TV from you. And I'm playing the music because of what it is because I know the music that I have sent you prior, which is the reason why I don't send you music no more. That's why you ain't ever seen a song come your way in a fucking hot minute. It's because I quit sending you songs because you don't listen to them. I'll hit you up every day. Hey, bro, listen to that song yet? Nah, bro, it's in my queue. I ain't listened to it yet. All right, cool. Hang up. Call the next day. Hey, bro, you listen to that song yet? Nah, bro, it's in my queue, bro. I ain't had a chance yet. Bullshit,
okay, but do I end up listening to the song? Do I end up listening to the song in the long run when you come over and play the music?
See, the last time I came over is when I had to damn near play the whole Bryson Tiller album because I know you ain't listening to the damn thing. So I'll play that and you'd be like, damn, bro, this song is ass. I'm like, okay. And then later on, the song came back on and you were like, what song is this? I'm like, bro.
Now I'll give you that. That has happened because Unique is in that to me, and she's let me know that I was in the wrong. There was a song, I don't know, I think it was by somebody, and she's played the song, and I was like, I don't really like that. And then but see, the thing is, my opinion can change. As an adult, as a human being, I can grow, and my taste can change. And maybe at the time maybe it was the environment. Maybe it was the vibe. The song didn't fit the vibe or the environment. And then I got in another setting and I was like, damn, this shit's kind of hot. And then y'all say, hey, I'll try to play this for you, you fat fuck. And you didn't like it. Okay, environment has changed. Maybe the vibe has changed. Maybe I, as a human being, have grown. And now I'm fucking
I was about to say, the environment didn't change because we was in the same 2 seats as 3 hours prior. We ain't moved.
You ain't ever played a song for me and then played it again the same night and been like, yo, this shit's hard. Lie. Say you did. Say it. Name the song, then, motherfucker.
Before the
Name
fight happened.
the song.
Look,
Name.
can I close? Can I?
Yeah,
I got it right here.
all I was gonna do is show your name. Let everybody know your name.
Yep.
Now they gonna know
There
you.
you go.
Yep.
Sorrows. No, right there, bro. Sorrows. By Bryson Tiller. I played it before the full night when I first got here. I said, "Hey, bro, let me get that." You're like, "All right, cool." I said, "Boom, boom," going through all the shit that I've been dying to show you. Right?
Shout out my barber.
I don't
Shout
know
out
what
my
it
barber.
is because I don't
Follow him on
listen,
Instagram.
'cause
Aries the
I
Fake
don't
God.
know. I don't
Tristan
know
Thompson.
what it is.
Shout out my barber. Look at
I
this.
long to have this man agree on a song with me. So
Yeah.
We've agreed on songs,
no stuff.
but it's just always
you
for
cut me off like that.
It's
bro?
always
Come
for me
on,
because
man.
I come with the heat. They just always come
So
for me.
I'm
They always
so
come
I
for
play
me.
this song. I play this song, and he says, "Hey, bro, what the fuck you doing right now, bro? I gotta leave. I gotta leave, bro. I don't know what you're doing."
Hey,
Because that song's ass.
while you're sitting there, get
So,
that Xbox remote.
hang on.
Pay for the fight.
So I kill it. I get rid of it. We watch the fight. We're sitting here. We're both playing Tekken. He's spamming because he don't know what he's doing, so he's spamming.
Stay
while
on
he's
point.
spamming,
Quit trying to paint a
he's
narrative
spamming,
about me.
I'm playing the same song, and he said, "Hey, bro, what song is that?" I said, "Dude, it's Sorrows by Bryson Tiller. I've been telling you,
The
listen to the
environment
song.
has changed. We
the
playing
whole week.
Tekken now.
It's a slower song, bro." What?
The environment has changed, though. The vibe
Hey,
has
bro,
changed.
listen.
Buy the fight. Get the Xbox
I don't know
controller.
what you're doing, bro. I gotta go.
And buy the fight.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this nigga?
Kill me. Hey, listen.
You fucked me up. Let me run through my spiel real fast on music. Hey, Lil Yachty put out an album. I don't know. Corday put out an album. All I know is it's probably fire because he really can rap.
Yeah.
I heard a snippet out of the song. It sounded hard. I don't know.
I thought it was Lil Yachty and Corday both.
No.
Then they put out a song together. Then okay,
maybe they have. Yellow Wolf and
I've
DJ
seen it,
Muggs
so-
put out an album. Fuck Yellow Wolf. So I don't know. But if you like Yellow Wolf, go fuck with it. Mo and Zaytoven put out an album.
Damn.
It's probably hard because Zaytoven's one of the best producers currently living. Chevy Woods put out an album. It's probably hard. Again, I don't know. A bunch of this shit I don't listen to. So Sweetie put out a playlist last week. Playlist, album, project, whatever y'all want to call it. I don't know.
Did you pay for the fight, Steven?
Are you paying for the? Yeah, are you paying for the fight, Steven?
No, the controller didn't come on. But so we put out a song with Gwen Stefani.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Her put out a song
called
"Come Through" with Chris Brown. It's probably phenomenal. Her is phenomenal. Chris Brown, the human being, is questionable. Musically, phenomenal. Georgia Smith,
Chris Brown, yeah,
put out a song called "Gone." It's probably phenomenal. She could sing to me in any kind of environment, and I'm. Never mind. YG and Mozzie put out a song called "Bompton to Oak Park." If you gangbang, it's super hard. Funk Master Flex and CJ put out a song called "You Know." Fuck Funk Master Flex, but the song's probably hard. Smoke DZA put out a song with Dom Kennedy called "No Regrets." It's super hard. Probably. I don't know.
Why does Dom Kennedy sound familiar?
You love Dom Kennedy. See what happens whenever you know your best friend, you know your brother. I know what music you like, Steven. You will love that song. I haven't even heard it. I know you'd love it.
I know what music you like. I try to get you to find. I try to get you to like other music. That's not
Vivio Foreign put out a song called "Unruly." It's probably super hard. Makes you want to go shoot somebody's house up. If that's what you like to do, I'm not saying you should. I'm not encouraging that, but that might be the song to do it to. Allegedly. Rich the Kids put out a song called "Richard Mule Patek." If that's what your type of music you like, hey, listen to it. I would talk about the Katy Perry song, but I don't fuck with her because she's a cultural appropriator. So, no.
Oh, dude.
But
she's
not
so
doing
sexy.
it. That's irrelevant to the point.
Oh,
I'm with you, but that's irrelevant to the point. That's it. Iggy Azalea put out a song. If you like fake asses, go fuck with it. Godfather of Harlem put the no, never mind. That's it. Anything else? If I didn't talk about it, it's probably ass cheeks. Oh, Redman put out a song called 80 Bars. If you support real lyricism and rap, go listen to it. It's phenomenal. Redman raps better than everybody else except for probably Jay-Z. Anyways, thank you guys for viewing. I have a UFC fight to go watch. Steven should be buying it in my living room. Hopefully. I don't know. It's just sitting there looking like a half a fucking moot. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the
pulling
video,
up that Bryson Tiller, bro.
Steven.
Listen, Steven, I feel
fucking
like a
fight.
rule of thumb you need to know when it comes to Darian's taste, go for a rap that's not really mainstream. How about that?
No, he wants a rap that has that grit, that the lyrics.
What
that
I mean.
I need to have
Not-
nasal
all you
knots.
want.
I need to have a
Come on.
Pyrex out. Anyways, if you enjoy the allegedly, we're gonna talk about that. Me and you probably. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, or don't comment. I'd probably, anyways. Thank you guys for watching our podcast.
I'll read them.
What'd you say?
He said
I
comment.
said I'll read them.
I'm probably not going to because I don't like any of them. But if you liked it, share it with your friends. Tell everybody about it. I think that this will be a good podcast. This is not going up the night it's recorded because I don't have time tonight. But tomorrow I will have this podcast ordered. We signing off. Unique. Any closing words?
Peace.
Steven, any closing words?
Not at all.
Thank you for coming on here. You're already here at my house anyway, but thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. We good? You good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.